بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله رب العالمين صلاة والسلام على رسول الكريم وعلى آله وأصحابه وسلم تسليما كثيرا أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله وحده لا شريك له وأشهد أن محمدا عبده ورسوله وبعد. This is our night for Kitab al-Nikah, so we'll take a point from that inshallah tabaraka wa ta'ala now and after Salat al-Isha for maybe 10 minutes. But before, we mentioned about the benefit from the book of marriage. I want to mention briefly, as the question was asked about the times of prayer. When can you pray? When should you pray? And these are everyday things, so I think it will be a benefit. As for Salam, he mentioned in the Sahih al-Bukhari and Muslim, لا صلاة بعد العصر لا صلاة بعد العصر نعم حتى تغرب الشمس كما قال. There's no salah to be prayed after Salat al-Asr until the sun goes down. وكما في صلاة الصبح قال لا صلاة بعد الصبح يعني الصبح means morning meaning فجر حتى يعني تطلع الشمس نعم وكما قال until the sun rises. So normally when you see hadith like this, people think it's all the way across the board, meaning no exceptions, no matter what. The Prophet said there's no salat after Asr until the sun goes down, then that's it. And the opposite, the Prophet he said no salat after Salat al-Fajr, yani until the sun rises, that's it. So thus, if we take for Salat al-Fajr, you will find like some people, after they pray Fajr, he will stand up and make 2 rak'ah. Someone might say, based upon this hadith, what is he doing? Why is he praying 2 rak'ah? But for that person, he didn't get a chance perhaps to pray Rakat al-Fajr, the 2 sunnahs of Fajr. And we know that those 2 prayers that you make before Fajr are what? They're better than all of the dunya and that what you can get from the dunya. So someone will understand this is like close to being an obligation. And you also find Prophet he never left them off. When he traveled, he will pray those 2 and he would pray with her. So someone will understand from that this is an exception, as in some of the teachings of the madahib, it's acceptable if you have something that you forgot or something that you have to make up, and as well something that's an obligation you have to do, then that will be the exception. And likewise, when you talk about Salat al-Asr, for example, if someone enters the masjid, Prophet he mentioned لا تجلسوا يعني حتى يعني ماذا لا تجلسوا إذا دخل أحدكم مسجدا فلا تجلسوا حتى ماذا يصلي ركعتين أو كما قال in the Bukhari. Whenever one of you enter the masjid, and this is general, ahadukum means anybody, he enters the masjid and let him not sit. So this is the prohibition. And then Prophet he said, hatta yani mada hatta tusalli rak'atain or hatta yusalli rak'atain, until he prays 2 rak'ah. So this is the exception, yani if you're going to sit. But now if you come in the masjid and you're just standing, many scholars who take the position that this is a prohibition to sit down until you pray, then they say as long as you're not sitting, it doesn't apply to you. You don't pray. And although some of them say that entering the masjid and praying 2 rak'ah is recommended, if you look at the sigatul yani qawl, sigatul fi'l, the syntax of what the Prophet is saying and the actions involved, then it shows that at least is dislike, at the most is straight out a prohibition. But, and there's Imam Shawkani, one of the great scholars of this ummah, who's considered to be by many from the scholars of Ahlul-Sunnah, meaning he learned and taught the Sunnah and held to the Sunnah and the way of companions. He said that the Prophet mentioned the istikhara in the hadith of Jabir, when you want to choose something. He said that action is to be applied for small and big things. You want to marry a lady. Who thinks that's small? It's big. You want to move from one town to another, take a job. Who thinks that's small? That's big. Okay, I want to buy a pair of Nikes, but Timberlands are on sale, but I don't like Timberlands. Which one should I buy? It may be small, but still you're making a choice. So Imam Shawkani said for the big and the small. So for example, you want to do something right now. You want to make a decision. You enter the masjid. This is one of the exceptions. You can pray. Salat al-Istikhara. Although the Prophet said there is no prayer to be prayed after Asr till the sun goes down. And likewise, for those scholars that take the position that entering the masjid and praying before sitting as an obligation, then this is also what they call rukhsan. It's an exception. So these are from some of the benefits of that issue. And Salam, he mentioned when a person didn't pray a salat, إذا نام عن الصلاة أو نسي ماذا أو when a person forgets or he slept and he woke up concerning that salat, person pray it. Or when you remember, pray it. So what happens if you enter the masjid and you don't intend on praying, and you say, oh man, I didn't pray dhuhr. Do you wait till the sun goes down, according to the general hadith? Don't pray after Asr until the sun goes down. Or do you pray when you remember? You pray when you remember. And there's no sin on you. Although Imam Abu Hanifa has some strong kalam against this, most of the other scholars, they bring the exception because this is the meaning of ad-din yusran. The religion is easy. Meaning Allah gave a way out for every circumstance. Now, so I want to mention that, inshallah, tabarak wa ta'ala. As for nikah, inshallah, tabarak wa ta'ala, we'll mention that after Isha. Wa sallallahu wa sallam baraka ala rasul al-kareem wa ala alihi wa sahbihi sallam tasliman kathira. Jazakumullah khairan.